Hey, welcome to Stitchy AF. This is Fiona and we are doing our Stitch With Me on Gamer by Gecko Rouge. I've just got all of my colours in a knot. That's a great way to start the video. Great way to start the video, Fiona. It is Saturday the 4th of March, and I think I've finally untangled all of these. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, Saturday the 4th of March. And yeah, so our first Stitch With Me for March. It's exciting. I've just set this up and then realised that I'm a bit too low on my... I moved my stand before and it must have dropped the height, because then I was like, I can't squeeze my hand in here underneath it. Welcome back to all of my followers, and a huge welcome to anybody who's new that's come to watch my videos. I hope you all enjoy it. This is actually the third attempt that I'm having of me trying to record this video for you. I'll just move that over there a bit more so that it stops blurring it every time the needle comes up. We'll see if that works. Yeah, this is actually like the fourth attempt that I'm having at doing this video, because I was just trying to record one before and the boys were too many interruptions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, finding where I needed to park it. Yeah, they've been a bit... They've decided that when I'm recording, that's when they wanted to speak to me the most. And I was like, guys, just quiet. Next weekend I'll be kid free, so I won't have to worry about as many interruptions. But I was like, oh guys, please let me just finish this one recording. So they're out there now, and I've told them, like, no more interrupting, just let me finish this video off and then I'm all theirs. They've got some jobs that they need to get done anyway, because we've had the morning out today. We went to the shops to spend some of their birthday money. Josh had his birthday yesterday, he turned 10, and Ben's birthday was a month ago, so they're 13 months apart, like exactly 13 months apart. So, which means their birthdays are always close, and yeah, so normally they kind of wait for each other to have their birthdays and then they do a big shop together. They've always kind of done that. They've always been really good about that. Like, when they were little, maybe like 4 and 5, they actually had a bunch of money. I can't remember if it was birthday or Christmas now, but they had a bunch of money, and then they went to the shops and they saw this activity set that was too expensive. Like, they didn't have enough money to buy it individually. And so just between themselves, they were like, oh, we'll just buy it together. So they did. They bought it together and shared it. So they've always been really good at that without anyone really having to prompt them to like share or any of that. So yeah, it's really cute. They're really good. They're really good like that. Which I think is a nice quality for brothers to do that. They're very close in age. Oh my god, look how much black there is in this one section. They're very close in age. They're 13 months apart exactly. So they've always kind of grown up. It was I mean, I say it, I don't know if mums of twins might not like me saying it, but they've always grown up kind of like twins. Like, yeah, it was like I was raising the same kid, basically. But yeah, so we did a big birthday shopping spree this morning. So there was a big book sale on at the bookshop that was there, so they got a book each, a new novel each. Josh got a Pokemon card set, and Ben got a bunch of stuff. He bought himself a new Pokemon wallet. He bought himself a flying pig squishmallow type toy. And what else did he get? I can't. There was something else from that shop. He bought the wallet, the squishmallow, and a pop. He got a Star Wars Darth Vader pop. And then so they got all of that. Then we went to Big W, which was the real reason we were even going shopping, because they wanted to buy an activity tracker from that Big W sells. So they've each bought themselves a new watch, a new activity tracker, and new activity tracker. And Ben also bought himself an 18-pack of mini rubber ducks because he has recently decided that he will be collecting rubber ducks because he wants to start a duck army. So I filmed when we got home and after lunch, I filmed my February wrap-up video, and during the filming of that, Ben was hanging around in the background, so he introduces the duck army in that video, and then he just got a knot at the back of my, feels like a big one too. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, he introduces the duck army in the background of the video, but then he also, as I'm showing like the projects that I worked on and everything, he is in the back, the chair, he's got a Ditto, like plushie toy. So Ditto is a type of Pokemon, and it's like special power or is that it can like transform into anything else. I wonder if this will pull through now, if I've made it small enough to pull through so I can look at it from the front. He's got a, yeah, so he had that set up on the chair behind me, and then as I'm like showing my projects, because they cover the screen and you can't see the chair anymore, he was like swapping himself in and out of it so that it looked like the Ben was changing into the Ditto and the Ditto was changing into Ben. So he's just, yeah, in the background of my wrap-up video making mischief. He's trying to recruit people into his rubber duck army. I don't know what I've done to this. Like, it's not, it's the tail that's caught around and made a knot. Like, so the rest of it's moving freely through there. It's just this tail that I need to kind of, it's loose, like it's not a tight knot, so I should be able to just get in there and loosen it and open it, but for some reason I must not be shoving. Oh, there we go. I just wasn't putting my needle in the right spot. Cut that tail off so that the raggedy ends don't get us again. Yeah, so I've tried to record this video 3 times already. Oh, twice already, I should say. This is my 3rd time. Because the first video, Ben kept talking. He was sitting in here with me. The second video, he promised me I won't talk at all. They won't know I'm here. And then he started whinging about something, about snacks and afternoon tea and all of that. And I was like, yep, you can eat this. And then he's, no, I don't want to eat it. And then he's brought it in here, and I was like, you can't eat in Mum's bedroom, like, you know the rule. And then he's, I don't want to be lonely. And I was like, well, ask your brother to go and have afternoon tea. And then, oh God, and then they're all in here, and they're, so then I just decided, whatever, I'll just stop it, I'll sort them out, then I'll start from scratch. So, and I was nearly all the way through that other video, so when I had to restart it, I was a bit like, oh God, like, I was so close to the end, but then in the end, all you got was the boy, they started to have a fight in here beside me. I just couldn't. I was like, alright, I'm just going to start again, because I can't. Like, they're just arguing with each other. I was like, oh, great. So anyway, now they're out there, and Ben's trying to promise me again, no, I will be quiet this time. And I said, you've promised me that twice already. That is, anyway, they've got some jobs that they're meant to be doing, but by the sounds of it, they're in Ben's room playing, so whatever keeps them occupied for an hour or so while I do this. We're going to Movie World tomorrow for Joshy's birthday. So for Christmas, family Christmas, for Christmas we did a family present, which is annual passes to 4 of the theme parks that are just a couple of hours away from where we live. And so I said, you know, because we've got annual passes, when it's your birthday, you can pick which park you want to go to, which theme park you want to go to, and that's the one we'll do that. So Joshy has chosen SeaWorld. I've got another knot. Why is this happening to me today? Joshy chose SeaWorld, so we'll go there tomorrow. He likes that one. Likes SeaWorld. Oh, I've done another. It feels like a massive knot. Will it come through there without wrecking my nut? Doesn't look like it will. Oh my god. Oh, heads up, let's not judge my back. This is like behind the scenes of a stitch with me. What has happened here? You know, I never get this big of a knot. It's like that thing, you know, where you're typing and someone's looking over your shoulder and then you can't even spell the most simplest of words. It's like that. Now that I've got the camera going, it's full of knots. I just had movement there. Okay, well. Ah, the back of a full coverage piece. Ooh, don't look at it. Alright, let's sit that up there. I made it smaller. There we go. I was going to say I definitely made it smaller so it can fit through the front there. Okay. Cool. What's that old saying? If something could go wrong, can go wrong, it will go wrong. I just need... Now I've pulled that a little too tight. Oh no, that's alright. Oh, I thought that would be too good to be true. If I had got that on there, no worries. Okay. Just one of those days, I think it is. Alright, let's just pull that there. There's my little loop. Put that there. And then I'm just going to come up there. And just end that thread before I lose this other little bit. And pop it on a needle ready to go. I just said, so yeah, because I've recorded this already, I've already done 200 stitches, so I've done this tower here, and after I stopped it and started for a second time, I was like, you know, part way through, I'm only like 35 stitches in or something on that tower. And then I like just started stitching away, and I was, you know, going well. And then I started doing the black, and then I got there, and then I had like half of this grey bit was missing, because I just completely skipped that. When I was putting my colours in for the to do like the grey, to convert the other symbols over into grey, I completely missed one whole symbol that was meant to be grey, and so I had a big hole in the middle, and I was like, what's happening here? And then I realised, and I was like, oh, I didn't do that very well. So my other video was full of me making mistakes as well. What a great day I'm having. But I was like, I need to get this one done. So I said to the boys, like, you need to just let me have an hour to get this next stitch with me filmed properly, because I won't have time to do it tomorrow, because we're going to be away and we'll be out all day. So, but yeah, I was like, oh, just feels like it's maybe today is not my stitching day. Maybe I'd be better doing something else. Except my something else is chores, so I don't necessarily want to rush off to them. I've been shopping, and now that I'm home, reality hits and I realise that I'm the mum, so I have all the chores to do. I had a big pile of washing. I don't know why it's so big this week, because I wash, like I have a bit of a routine. I wash the same day every week, and then I fold it all on the weekend. But it seems like, yeah, my pile is massive this week, so I mean, there's 6 of us in the house, so it's bound to be pretty big. Which is why I can't possibly wash and fold clothes all in the one day. No, I do the washing when I'm working from home of a Thursday, and then I do my folding on the weekend, because then there's always those couple of extra things that have come in on from Thursday night, when everyone gets back home to Saturday. So then I just do another load of things, and then I just fold it all together. But 6 people make a lot of washing. So that's what I'll be doing once I finish this video. I'll be folding clothes. It's so much fun. It's so riveting being an adult. Oh yeah, I felt my tail getting a bit short there. The way I grabbed the needle at the back, I pushed my thread a bit, and I thought it was going to come through unthreaded for a minute. We're so close to getting more features of her face. I think in these next couple of towers here, we're going to start seeing a bit of her eye. We'll have her eyebrow and a bit of her eye at least. These boys sound like zombies playing in their room. So that'll be exciting, getting some facial features on her. I did say in my last video that was scrapped due to 2 children standing right beside us and fighting. Um, that we're at like 14.28% or something when I mentioned it. Oh no, we were at, I don't know what we were at. We might have been at 13.82%. Anyway, point is, we weren't here. We weren't where we're at right now. And I said that, yeah, I'd like to try and aim for like 18% done by the end of March. We'll see if we can do it. The projects I pulled for WhipGo in March do seem to hold my attention a little bit more than the projects that I the projects that were called for the February WhipGo. So I don't know if I will focus so heavily on Gamer throughout March, but yeah, I think we could at least get to 18%. I would like to. I think, you know, once you start getting to like the main part of it, when it's not just background and a bit tedious, that's when you kind of do tend to want to work on it the most, like keep pushing, because it's actually starting to become something. So I think that's why I last month I just didn't want to put it down, because I was doing her hair and I got the top of her forehead done, and yeah, and I got this cute little alien, that's this cute little space invader down here, done the other day. He's so cute. There's another one up near the top of her head when we move that way more as well. But I just love that he's tucked in there amongst the stars. So I didn't really notice they were in the background until I was taking a closer look at the hair. So I'm a bit more zoomed out today, because I did have a comment that said that they really liked it when it was zoomed out a bit more, so they could see a bit more of what had already been stitched. So I hope that everyone is liking being able to see a bit more of what's around where we're working. Feels like this week has just flown by, and it feels like it's going to be the same this weekend. Like, you know, just today's like gone so quickly. You feel like you don't get a break anymore on the weekend between work, and, you know, weekends go so quickly. And tomorrow it'll go quickly, because we'll be at the theme park having a good old time there. So we I mean, it'll feel, even once the soccer season, the soccer games actually commence after Easter, it'll be even worse, because then my Saturday mornings will be taken up by soccer games and dance performances, and all that will all be starting shortly, so I really will feel like I have no downtime. Joshy plays futsal on Tuesdays, and they're in a comp this term. So he has actually made it to the semi-finals. So Tuesday will be his semi-final game for futsal. So that's exciting. He actually plays it with some of the boys from his soccer team, because they started playing futsal because they didn't like being apart during the school during the off season of soccer, and they go to the boys in his soccer team go to a different school to Joshy, so they don't, get to, like, the other boys all get to see each other at school, because most of them all go to the same school, but yeah, Joshy doesn't get to see them at school or anything, so it's good. They all just want to do the futsal, do the indoor soccer, to still be with each other, which is really sweet. It's a great team. They're a great little soccer team, and we've been lucky enough that as we go up, the boys have all stayed together. So the team has stayed together for the last 3 years, which is awesome. Yeah. Oh, God. What have I done there? Why won't that pull through? Oh, because it's a knot. Oh no, it's just a bit of fluff that's stuck the... A bit of fluff stuck the things together. This is the real black bit of a fringe right near her face. Oh. Oh, I just realized that my screen was not recording. That whole time, my pattern keeper screen was not recording. So it'll have to join in halfway through the video. Awesome. Just a day of things not going great. That's alright, you didn't miss much on Pattern Keeper, considering I'm just doing this one big blob. Blob. I just punched it and that's when I realised that it wasn't. This piece of black is so long that I flung my hand out and then punched it. Oh no. One of those, that little one there was meant to be dark grey. Well, that's just one stitch. One stitch in a head full of grey, a head full of black, it's fine. We'll just carry on like nothing happened. Oh, dropped my needle. Throwing it around back there. Oh my god, these boys, they're getting very loud with whatever the game they're playing. Oh, I can't tell if that's a real cry or if that's a in-game cry. Must be in the game because they're not coming to the door. Right. Crisis averted. Oh yeah, for sure in game. That's alright. I was like, oh, they're not talking though. Okay. So F1 started this weekend, first race. So last night we watched practice 1. And tonight we'll watch practice 3 and qualifying, so that's exciting. My favourite driver is at a new team this year, so I really want to see how he does in this new car. It's better, he's in a better team than where he was. The car should be a bit better for him, so yeah, I'm interested to see where he can get to, because he was doing great things in the car that wasn't so good last year. So he is hoping that he can pull something out in this new car. So yeah, Sunday will be the first race, so we'll be watching that for sure. Ugh, this is just so much black. At least once I have this black done, I know that all of the spots within it are all of the spots within it. I don't think that's what I meant to say. Yeah, all of the spots, the empty spots will be the grey. I was going to say, oh, there can't be too much more than this, but there is. We're kind of at. Let me see if I can bring this down. Ooh. Will it look at that? Oh, it's got the shine of the window. So we're in like this bit here, I think. Oh yeah, so like the top of her eyebrow. I think that's where we must be. There's our little alien. So he comes across here. So we should just get part of her nose in, I think. Judging by that very glary needleminder. Yeah, there's our little alien man. So it'll come across. I think we'll get part of her nose and this eye done. That'll be exciting. Something to look at on her pretty face. I love that they do this with their kits. They have the little needle minders that match them. This is, sorry guys, a pretty boring video because it'll be mostly just this black. Yeah, you missed the good one where I at least had some colours going on over here. Just dove straight into just the black. Best laid plans and all that. I thought we were, when we got to this bit, I thought we were getting to the end and we'd have a little bit of this come over, but it doesn't look like that's actually the case. So that's no fun. No, we did that one. So I'm hoping that I will be able to get these videos up tonight, but I'm not liking my chances, given that I have to do some household chores. So more than likely it'll be the Sunday before you guys see this, but we'll see what I can do. These ones, the stitch with me, always take a little bit longer, but I can set it up on my laptop and it kind of can upload overnight for me, which is what I do most times. But we'll see how we go. It should be fine. In pup date news, the puppy has taken to destroying things. So he's eaten the hat off a garden gnome, which my partner then replaced with just like this little tiny little pot from one of the little pot plants, which it looks really cute on the gnome, but then we've had to put the gnome up high so that Bear can't get to it. And then because we've taken, then there was another gnome that we had sitting kind of near the back door, and they're like little gnomes that hold little chalkboards, so you can write something on the chalkboard. So we did have like the writing on there with their names, what the kids had called them. But yeah, so this little one that was beside the back door, Bear bit the blackboard, so it's missing half the blackboard. Like, he doesn't eat them, which is good, but he just destroys them. And so because we've taken the gnomes away, he's now taken to chewing up the rubber doormat. And I was like, oh, great. But my partner was like, you know, the doormat was here when we bought the house, so it's not one that we bought anyway. And it's not a doormat that we particularly like. It's like one of those like rubber tire doormats. So he's like, oh, well, if it stops him from destroying some of the other stuff until we can get him sorted, then he can have the doormat. So I guess he's got himself a new toy there. I said, I pay all this money to have these puppy subscription boxes for these toys, and like, he likes them, he loves them, he plays with them, but he still needs to destroy a bunch of other stuff with it. worked out he's well, I knew, but he's 10 months old, so he still is just a little bit of puppy, even though he's huge. The rescue that we got him from put up a post the other day to say that since January they've adopted 51 puppies 51 dogs have been adopted. So, and Bear was number 7, because we did get him very early in January. But like, that's really good. But they've got such, like, that's a huge number to have adopted out in 2 months. But like, they just still have so many poor puppies that are looking for homes, like poor dogs that are looking for homes. And I think I mentioned it in the last video, that they were on their way to go and rescue a few more when I was filming last time, and they ended up going to this one pound to rescue some dogs, and they ended up leaving there with 9 instead of like the 2 that they went there for, because when they got there and they looked at these poor dogs, they were like, they were malnourished and all of this, and so the rescue was like, no, give us all of the dogs, we'll take them all. And then the pound must have been like, yep, fine, take them all. And then they get back to wherever the rescue is situated, and then take the dogs to the vet to get checked over, because this pound obviously didn't do any like vet checks or anything. And what was it, 8 out of the 9 dogs that they rescued tested positive for parvo. It's just so sad, just so sad. So they've had to do the treatment, so they've had to do, they did a few donation drive type things to pay for the vet bills for these poor dogs that needed all of this treatment. And there were 2 that they thought, weren't going to make it because it was just so bad, and they all had fleas. And there was this tiny little puppy who thankfully was the only one of the dogs that tested negative at first for parvo, so thankfully hadn't contracted it, because it's so contagious. But yeah, so that was really lucky. And they've all, they've been giving us updates on their health, and they're all recovering really nicely. And they've all the tests have just come back, and they're all negative for parvo now, which is awesome news. And those 2 that they thought might not have survived, they've pulled through, and so great news, but so sad. Like a whole, 9 dogs that they rescued, and they were only meant to be picking up 2, but when they got there and they saw them, they were like, nah, we need the other 7. But it's just so sad. So they're doing good things, that rescue, but it's hard on them. You can tell by some of the posts they put up, and just the money you need to, because they want to make sure that the dogs are all healthy and happy. And so just, they're doing great things, but it's sad when you see a story like that. But it's also really great. They have a Facebook page that is set up, and when you adopt a dog, they tell you, request access to this Facebook page, and it's because so the organisation is called Dare, and so it's the Facebook group is called Life After Dare, and it's where after you've adopted a dog from them, you can go there and just post updates and put pictures. So every day on my Facebook feed I get to see, like, you know, a puppy that or a dog that's at its new home, living its best life, just happy and healthy, and it's really sweet. It's such a good idea to have. So we put up pictures in there of Bear every now and again, just being a good boy. Yeah. Okay, up here. Oh, finally the end of the black. I'll finish this off. Oh. Last one. Whew. Oh, doing her hair is gonna be a right treat when we get there, isn't it? When we get to the bulk of it. Okay. Did I or did I not want this colour? Yeah. Why do I not have that? Oh, that was my line. Yep, cool. Look at these two that I've missed here. And I've done that one. So, what's this colour? This little diamond. That's pretty dark. And that's purple. Why do we have... Oh. Again with my needle minder, that if I work out where I need to shield light, or if I push down on it. So I think we're like this little gap here in her hair is what. So there's like a couple of random, there's two little purple dots that go there. I just don't know if it's gonna stand out. Okay, and 81. Alright, anyway, right. Let's focus on what I do know. I do know that all of these will be the grey. So we'll get this one out of the way. Get this one out of the way. Whoop, left my tail too long. Wanted to stay out on this side. So Tuesday this week, Ben has his first chess tournament for the year. So he joined the chess club at school. And yeah, their first tournament is Tuesday. So I've taken the day off work to go with him to that. That's because the teacher that runs the chess club said that, you know, it is quite a big day for them, and she's had Ben in class before he was really diagnosed properly too, but she said, you know, if they happen to lose a lot, she's just worried about how Ben will handle that. But he does pretty good. He's you know, he's not a sore loser or anything like that. He's pretty good at just accepting, I've lost that, but, you know, I've learnt, getting caught on my, you know, I've learnt something from that game, blah blah blah. So, which is what I've tried to teach him, you know, like, you're not going to win them all, you're not going to lose them, you know. So he's pretty good, but just in case, I will be there with him in case we need to we can leave early if we want to. So I'll do that, which I'm excited to go anyway. And see him play, and he really enjoys chess. It's one of his favourite things at the moment, so it'll be good to go and support him and be there with him. While it's crazy because, you know, when Australia first went into the lockdown at the start of 2020, and I was working from home and homeschooling them, that's when I taught them how to play chess, because I had a little magnetic chess set that I'd been given from someone that I used to work with. And so Ben had found it and he wanted to play, and I was like, oh, I can teach you. So I taught them how to play, and he really enjoyed it then, but then, like, he kind of, you know, got over it, got a bit bored with it, didn't want to play anymore. And then a couple of months ago, he got the magnetic chessboard back out, and he was like, nah, and he's been really into it ever since. So and then he was like, I'm joining the chess club, and I was like, sounds great. So he's really into it, and for someone who, like, I taught him, and I hadn't played since I was a kid, so I was like, Ben, I don't even know. Like I said, when he joined chess club, I was like, you just have to listen to them, because I don't know if I've taught you all of the rules correctly. Like, I'm just going off memory from when I was a kid. So I was like, you know, I don't know if mummy's right. Like, you're gonna have to just listen and learn the rules and pay attention. And he's like, yeah. And so he's done it. He's been really, really good. And so yeah, I think it'll be a fun day. I'm really excited to go with him. Go with him to that and watch him play, and because it's with, you know, it's a chess comp that a bunch of schools will bring their chess clubs to, so it'll be exciting. I'm really excited to go, so that's something different. But yeah, he's really loving chess clubs, so that's good. That's a bonus, especially considering it's like early in the morning. It's like 8 a.m. on Thursday mornings, so we have to be up and out of the house. So I thought maybe he'd get a bit over being woken that early and taken in, but no, he's loving it, so that's really good. Really, really good. Do this little one over here. Yeah, a random little hole that we'll put some purple into. I think this down arrow is actually like a black as well. So and then yeah, and then those 3 random purple stitches to make the little gap in her head, in her hair. Oh, it's late now in the afternoon, now that I've tried to record this 3 times. Over there, and then we do this one, this one, straight down there. Okie dokie. So that mark that off. I might start with $81. A little bit of this. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off a long piece. Oh, didn't mean to catch that. And straight over there to park amongst those threads. 73. Does this have a short bit on it? Oh, it sure does. Oh, no, it does not. Oh. Well, I only want a short bit off that as well. 2 stitches. Da, da, da. This will be a little and there. Oh yeah, that'll stand out and yeah, through there. Alright. And then number 9? Nope, 70. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, get in there. And yeah, so actually it's a big week coming up. We'll have chess comp all day Tuesday, and then Tuesday afternoon Joshy will have his semi-final. So it'll be quite a big day, and Athelita does soccer training Tuesday as well, so ugh, sounds busy. Yeah, look at that tiny little patch in the middle of all of the hair. And then that's it. We are done for today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I parked that, but I don't actually know if that was worth parking or not. Deal with it when I get down there, I guess. Thank you for watching. Sorry that it wasn't more riveting than black. I hope everyone has a good week, and I will see you back here next week for another stitch with me. Thanks, bye.